If you're visiting Vancouver, or if you live here and are looking to bring the family to a place that has something for everyone, even if you don't have kids, if you have friends, couples, dates, you name it, coming to the Greater Vancouver Zoo in the township of Langley is a fantastic place to enjoy an afternoon. And I'll go over what you can see, do, and what I think of this place right here on Travel Tricks. Before I get started, thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel as I'm always sharing tricks to help you make your next vacation the best one yet. The Greater Vancouver Zoo is a 120-acre wildlife park that hosts over 140 animal species. The zoo opens from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. The last hour of entry is at 5 p.m. To come here, to be honest, you will need to bring a vehicle. It is close to Highway 1 and it's easily accessible to find, but coming here by public transportation would be a lot of work. The SkyTrain doesn't come here and no bus comes directly to the zoo. They do have paid parking here and you can pay straight from your phone. To enter into the zoo, you can pay online or when you show up. But warning, lines can get very busy around here, especially in the summer. So an online ticket will get you in faster. You take your ticket to the turnstiles, you scan, and enter the zoo. To get around this park, you can walk these trails, which are very friendly if you're pushing a stroller or even a wheelchair. You may notice vehicles or riders on large bikes roaming around the park. That's because the zoo does offer visitors through payment different options to see the park itself. If you were interested in coming and renting vehicles or bikes to enhance your visit here, they are located at the front entrance. When you roam around the zoo, you park your rentals by the curb and enjoy seeing everything faster and the way you want to experience your time here. The zoo itself does feature a couple of specific areas, like a walkthrough habitat or interactive spot, but it functions primarily as a traditional sprawling open-air animal farm layout, with a collection of large spread-out animal enclosures along wide paths rather than heavily immersive themed geographic zones. There are large African animals here. You can easily spot here hippos. They have a huge layout with its own little lake for the hippos to lay in the sun or jump in the water to cool down. There's also a large rhino here. It's right by the train station. He can be seen here quite close up as he roams and grabs a bite to eat. And the giraffes. These friendly giants can also be quite close up as well, especially when they eat. They also have side fences where you can watch them roam across the grass. As you go down the path, you will come across a number of cheetahs. They have themselves a large space and sometimes it can be hard to find them, but today they are all out. There's jaguars here. Brothers Jasper and Loki can be found in the cat complex. Speaking of cats, you can also find African lions lounging around the grass taking a nap. Or catch a Siberian tiger prancing around the fields. You'll also come across two types of zebras. One is Burchell's and the other is Grant's. Both are incredible to watch, and you can see them right up and personal as they wander among each other. They have ring-tailed lemurs here. You'll find them when they're feeding, but they are fast and usually hang out in the trees. They have a beautiful assortment of Canadian and northern wildlife. They have a whole area located right here with restrooms and a place to have a snack for those hot summer days. This is where they keep the grizzly bears and American black bears, as you watch them roam in their own habitat and at times watch them learn and discover in their own environment in, well, their own way. They do shows here to talk about the bears, or you can just come to see them up close. They also have gray wolves. Watch them run around in their pack. And FYI, if a police siren goes off, it can get pretty loud around here. The wolves will all start to howl. It's true. You can hear them a block away. They also have both plains and wood bison. You can watch them relax or go about their business. They are a powerful creature to explore. They have Roosevelt elk, caribou, and the white-tailed deer here. They're not always easy to see. The deer make an appearance once in a while, but when they do, it's quite the sight to come across. There's a bighorn sheep, the Rocky Mountain goats. You'll see the dwarf zebu, found mostly in India and Africa. It's interesting. The farmers have crossbred this species so much, they no longer resemble the original variety of bovid. And the eland. This is Africa's largest and slowest of the antelopes. There's American flamingos and ostriches, the largest of the bird family. You really get to see these guys right up close. They're a real funny bird. And the African spurred tortoises. There are so many different species from all over the world you can experience here. They also have the South American capybara, the world's largest rodent. I don't care. These guys are so cute. Close to the grizzly bears, they have a special place for the bald eagle. In fact, about 20,000 bald eagles live right here in British Columbia. If you want a tour of the zoo itself, they have a train. That's right, and you can get tickets right at the gift store called Grizzly Gifts, or at the train station called Hugh Station. The train ride itself doesn't make any stops. Instead, it provides a continuous 20-minute scenic loop around the perimeter of the zoo, and then it will return the passengers back to the main station. It runs every 30 minutes during peak times, and it all depends on the weather and, of course, maintenance. So, if you hear the steam engine hoot its horn, stay off the tracks because a train will be coming through very soon. There's also a playground located here with several different options for kids to get their energy out, whether it be climbing, swinging, or going down the slides. The children love this, and there's plenty of spots for parents, families, and friends to sit and even eat here. If you're looking for spaces to sit and eat, especially if you brought your own food, there's plenty of spots around the zoo to sit, eat, and relax. If you want to find a snack or bite to eat at the zoo, They have a whole section here to choose a meal with spots indoors or outdoors. The choice is yours. In the summer, they also have bouncy castles here. No shoes, just socks. They also do have height restrictions, so if a child is too small, they do have a bouncy castle located right by the playground for smaller ones to enjoy. And now they provide seating for parents to sit as they wait. This I give a thumbs up. Another exhibit they have here that it's a must-see is the Mesozoic Adventure. This is a prehistoric park full of life-size moving and roaring animatronic dinosaurs. It features dinosaurs from the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous eras. It includes 16 total dinosaur models, and 12 are fully animatronic with realistic sound effects, blinking eyes, and moving tails, designed to make you feel like you're really walking through the prehistoric age. It's a great experience. It may be a bit scary for some kids, but overall, if you love dinosaurs, this will pique your interest. I'd also highly suggest to check out the gift store, Grizzly's Gifts, to take a gift home. And once you're done, you leave through the exit doors and walk back to the parking lot towards your car. I will say I've been to a number of zoos in North America, and Greater Vancouver Zoo isn't the greatest, nor is it in my top 5 favorite zoos. That doesn't mean it's not worth it or fun. I like the zoo. You can get up close to a number of animals here, but like all zoos, not all animals want to be sociable, and many can be private or sleep, so you won't really see them. It's right place at the right time, and nobody can control that. But the zoo can control what they offer, and this is a plus. They give free shows at select hours to talk about the animals here. There's a train to tour. You can choose to walk, ride, or take a vehicle down the wide trails here. There's a playground and bouncy castles in the summer for the kids, and plenty of places to eat, relax, and find your own adventure. Just look out for the T-Rex. It's a great escape, a fun experience, and worth the trip. Children love it here. Thank you for watching this video. If you're looking for things to do downtown in Vancouver, or what to do in Stanley Park, and in time I'll be adding videos about Vancouver Aquarium and Science World, so check out all these videos. And please subscribe to my channel, Travel Tricks, as I'm always sharing tricks to help you make your next vacation the best one yet. Thank you.